have you tried this? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, like you can try, like there is this, you can sue them, and I send you a link. Yeah, you fill up the questionnaire, and if everything looks good, then they're gonna contact you, and they send me the link to your law firm and the link to questionnaire, and I was like, okay, and well, sure enough, it worked, and my parents will be here in 2 weeks.
Thank you for the effort and thank you for joining me. I really just wanted to set this up to congratulate you.
Thank you. I really appreciate you. I'm sure you hear it a lot. You might not even know the impact of what you do on people's life, but you made a family dream come true for us.
That's amazing. And I'm so happy to hear that. That's really why I do this. Why don't you take me back, like when you first came to me, what was going on?
So it's a longer story. We've been in this process for almost 20 years.
20 years?
Well, I applied for my parents about 20 years ago. They both got their green card. And it kind of didn't work out for all of us to move for all of them to move at the same time. So they kind of maintained their green card going back and forth till it became unpractical for my dad having a job there, and like, so he kind of gave up. I was like, I can't maintain it. I can leave my job. I can't be here like that frequent. So he gave up, and it got expired, and they were like, what, doesn't matter, we don't even want to come back there. And then he got retired and feel like, well, no, he really wants to be close to his children. And so I talked to a few people. My mom is a citizen now, so they said it's still better if you apply than your mom, because of the financial support and all that you can provide that your mom can't. So I started the process again, and I knew it's not going to be as easy with all the immigration law changes and the relationships between Iran and the US and all of that. Nevertheless, I applied, and he got his interview about the same time as we expected it to come through. And but for whatever reason, they said, you're going to get into the administration processing. And they blame it on his military service, which was 50 some years ago. And it was very random that I found you. My second cousin got married. We missed the wedding. I called to congratulate, and his wife, like, for the first time I'm talking to her, and like it comes up that my dad is still in Iran, and she says, like, you know what, like she does some volunteer work for people who, like me, that are stuck, and she's very well aware of, I guess, I think she might have some sort of a connection to your law firm too. I don't know. So she was like, yeah, like, have you tried this? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, like you can try, like there is this, you can sue them, and I send you a link. Yeah, you fill up the questionnaire, and if everything looks good, then they're gonna contact you, and they send me the link to your law firm and the link to questionnaire. And I was like, okay, I've tried everything. I didn't have no. I was like, you know what? It's probably just some scam or something, but I'm just gonna give it a try. And well, sure enough, it worked, and my parents will be here in 2 weeks.
There's a few things I want to mention to you that make me really happy about this. I think there's a pretty good chance that Trump might be the president in January. I'm not happy about that, but that's where we're at. And if he is president,
Yep.
he doesn't have a hotel in Tehran. So
And he's not going to throw the red carpet for immigrants from Muslim country. I know that. There is no red carpet.
And, and this is political. This is a
Yep.
political thing. Ordinary people are caught up in this. And like you said, most people have no idea, even other lawyers have no idea that you can actually do this. And so people like you who deserve this, they just get stuck. And
Absolutely.
So I'm glad that you took action. There's never, ever, ever been a better time to get your parents their visas than there is right now, because
Yep.
I don't know what the future holds, right?
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
And speaking of the future, what's next for your family when they get here?
So my dad is kind of getting old, and it's really hard at this age when they immigrate, it just to figure out their way around. So they're gonna be living with us.
What advice would you give to other people who are having these sorts of issues? What would you say? Should they keep
Absolutely,
waiting?
like don't give up, and yeah, like be persistent. I mean, my first advice would like contact you guys, but like I learned it even for that was a life lesson for me too. Never give up. There is hope. There is ways. Like I honestly, we had zero hope because I thought I tried everything.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people who file these lawsuits or who are thinking about it, one thing that they always worry about, they're like, wait a minute, if I sue the consulate, aren't they just going to get mad at me and deny me? And did you have those sorts of concerns or?
No, I knew it's not personal. I kind of knew that's like there is a systematic process. That's how the system works to kind of push. They don't want to deal with it. Like I'm not that important as an individual for them to get mad at me. There is a process in place, and we are just trying to like shake them off. Like they don't want to deal with it, so let's just kind of like it's just like a again poking them, and like bringing the file.
And we're really glad that we had a chance to help you, and congratulations. This is all I can say.
I really appreciate it. Again, I did. Word cannot describe the feeling and the joy and the hope you brought to our family.